a lot of people talk about success, success left and right?
Uh-huh. I
Win.
said, okay, let me be different. How
Yeah,
about failures? Yeah.
failure.
Hmm.
People usually don't seek failure because people usually seek success, and that's why I'm like, oh, it's a very, very interesting title today. Now, speaking of seeking failure, I guess it's very important that we know our strength as well as our weaknesses, because like you
Hmm.
said, by
Hmm.
failures we can improve oneself. If we don't measure, especially the failures, then we wouldn't know how to pivot. So it's
That is so true.
yes, seeking failures. I'm like, okay, what did I failed? I failed a lot.
But you know what? Picking back into what you just said, and that is a good point too, is and the reason why I wanted to talk about failures because you know as entrepreneurs and as business owners watching, you don't learn from your successes, you learn from your failures.
That's right.
Because when you learn from your failures, whether it's in life, I know I did, but those failures in my life was they were a lesson. It was a life lesson as to, okay, so what did I do wrong? If I did do anything wrong. But if you don't fail in life and in business, then you never know as to what was that next milestone, right? So I always want to look at it that way, that what is your next milestone? Because any part in our journey, life and business, is the growth that we are seeking. But without the growth, without the lessons along the way, you're not gonna you won't do it because you haven't learned from the life lessons, and you don't. How can you apply if you haven't gone through it? So I feel that failure in any endeavor, part of your life, business and life, because they do go hand in hand. If you learn from those lessons, because they are valuable, then that's the only way we grow, and that's the only way we learn. So we never measure from the successes, because we don't always learn from the successes, but we always learn from the failures that we had gone through in life. So
Which brings me to another point. So
yeah,
I love to read books and I love to read Audible, and a
yeah.
lot of times I actually buy books or audibles that I could learn from the author's mistake. The author's mistake, because those mistakes are very costly. Those mistakes could be thousands, $1 million mistake, and the only way that I could prevent myself from getting into that position is from learning through failures. So that's what, I seek the failures of others from their books, from the mentors books.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
very, very interesting topic. Thank you.
Yeah, no, amazing. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that, Ria. And so we have come to the end of another very exciting topic, an exciting conversation. I hope that you guys took a lot of, great insights into failures, seeking your life as to how, where have you failed? Because that's important too. That's important to realize. Where have you failed? Why have you failed? Have you thought about, have you realized the fact that, okay, I am failing. Why am I failing? If you compare two people, you both start at the same, starting line, and one person just goes so far ahead, but why are you not moving ahead? So I really want you to pay attention in, every day at work, in your business. Where did the failures come from, and are you paying attention? Because paying attention is going to lead to the growth that you are seeking. So seeking failures is about identifying where do those failures, where do they creep up, and how can you overcome on those failures. So we've come to the end of another amazing conversation, amazing show. Thank you so much to each and every one for tuning in, as always, to the Alka and Rhea Show. And we look forward to seeing you at the same time, same place tomorrow morning. Make the rest of the day your best day. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you.